Hey Cowboys Nation, let's go for another round of news from America's team. Watch until the end so you don't miss any news and sign up to stay tuned for everything that comes out about the Cowboys. The Dallas Cowboys came agonizingly close to a win over the Philadelphia Eagles, but quarterback Dak Prescott's post-game words sum up how the 28-23 loss stings. Two offensive plays ending just short of the goal line was the deciding factor and dropped the Cowboys to 5-3. Earning a win on the road in Philly was always going to be tough. But losing a close one in that finish is never easy, and that was visible when Prescott spoke to the media after the game. "If this game was a test, we didn't pass, and that sucks," Prescott said. Everybody in that locker room believed. And we still do, don't get me wrong, we were inches away from this being a different game, about being a different outcome at the end of the game, with the way that was being played. But we're getting better, I can promise you that. We're going to continue to get better. We're getting better, and we're okay. There should be signs of encouragement that Dallas can hang with the current NFC champions, especially after the 42-10 beatdown at the hands of the San Francisco 49ers earlier this year. However, a loss is still a loss, and losing to a division rival like Philadelphia is tough to swallow. Before continuing with the video, I need to present a secret method that will make you lose 5 kilograms in a few days. If you want to find out how, click on the link in the first pinned comment. The Dallas Cowboys Rumors and News reveals a surprising first move following the team's disappointing loss to the Philadelphia Eagles in Week 9. The Athletic's Diana Rossini reports the Cowboys are hosting wide receiver Martavis Bryant for a November 7, 2023 workout. Veteran WR Martavis Bryant, who has been reinstated by Commissioner Roger Goodell, is expected to work out for the Dallas Cowboys tomorrow, Rossini tweeted on November 6. He hasn't played in the NFL since 2018 when he was with the Oakland Raiders. The surprising part is that Bryant has not taken an NFL snap since 2018, as the playmaker has been serving an indefinite suspension for nearly 5 years. The NFL reinstated Bryant this season, allowing the wideout to resume his football career. Cowboys Rumors. Several NFL teams are interested in signing. The Steelers selected Bryant in the 4th round of the 2014 NFL Draft. Bryant's best season came in 2016 when the wideout notched 50 receptions for 765 yards and 6 touchdowns during 11 appearances for Steelers. After spending 4 years, including a suspension for all of 2016, in Pittsburgh, Bryant last played for the Raiders in 2018. Bryant notched 19 catches for 266 yards in 8 contests for the Raiders. Dallas hosting Bryant does not necessarily mean the Cowboys will sign the receiver as he attempts an NFL comeback. The Cowboys are not the only team that appear to be interested in Bryant. Veteran WR Martavis Bryant, who last played in the NFL in 2018, has been reinstated by Commissioner Roger Goodell and is drawing interest from teams, per his agent James Peterson. NFL Network's Tom Pelissero tweeted on November 4. Bryant, 31, has been training for a comeback and played in the XFL last summer. Here are some of Bryant's top collegiate highlights at Clemson. Cowboys urged to sign power rusher to potentially replace Tony Pollard. The Dallas Cowboys could soon seek a replacement for starting running back Tony Pollard. As suggested by Bleacher Report's NFL staff, the Cowboys should consider signing Chicago Bears running back Donta Foreman in free agency during the 2024 offseason. With Pollard and backup running back Rico Dowdle hitting free agency next offseason, Dallas may be forced to seek a replacement. Considering Foreman's strength as power running, he could be an ideal fit for a team that is struggling in red zone and short yardage situations this season. They drafted a good pass-catching back in Deuce Vaughn this past April, but the team could use a power rusher like Foreman. That's what the Texas native and former Longhorn is, and while he isn't getting much playing time this season as the Bears' third running back, he was averaging 4.5 yards per carry this season heading into Sunday. Donta Foreman could serve as cheap option for Cowboys. Furthermore, with Foreman having mostly played a backup role in Chicago this season, he can be signed to a bargain deal. The 27-year-old is merely playing under a 1-year, $2 million deal. According to Spotrac, his market value is a projected $2.8 million next season. Running backs Tony Pollard and Rico Dowdle are impending free agents. Granted, Dowdle will be a restricted free agent, so Dallas is likely going to have to replace at least one of them while bargain hunting on the open market. For context, Spotrac currently estimates the organization to start the offseason over the cap. Foreman has 65 carries for 287 yards on 4.4 yards per carry this season. His signature game this season came in a start for injured backs Khalil Herbert and Roschon Johnson in a Week 7 win over the Las Vegas Raiders when he ran for 89 yards on 5.6 yards per carry to go along with 2 rushing touchdowns and a receiving touchdown. He most recently led the Bears with 20 carries for 83 rushing yards against the New Orleans Saints. Foreman has 65 carries for 287 yards on 4.4 yards per carry this season. His signature game this season came in a start for injured backs Khalil Herbert and Roschon Johnson in a Week 7 win over the Las Vegas Raiders when he ran for 89 yards on 5.6 yards per carry to go along with 2 rushing touchdowns and a receiving touchdown. He most recently led the Bears with 20 carries for 83 rushing yards against the New Orleans Saints. Why Cowboys could move on from Tony Pollard. Meanwhile, Pollard has been productive in a starting role this season. Following the departure of former franchise back Ezekiel Elliott, the 26-year-old back has 474 rushing yards on 4.0 yards per carry and 29 receptions, third on the team, and ranks 7th in the NFL with 149 total touches. Along with the fact that Pollard has essentially carried the Cowboys' rushing attack without a true number 2, Rico Dowdle is second on the team with 35 carries. He's also been durable, starting all 8 games while playing on 71% of the offensive snaps. However, he may also be seeking a big payday, something that the Cowboys may not be willing to offer him. Dallas slapped the $10.1 million franchise tag on Pollard instead of signing him to a long-term deal after releasing Elliott. According to Spotrac, Pollard's market value is $6.6 million per year across 3 years for a total of $20 million. While the deal isn't unreasonable, it would make Pollard the 11th highest paid back in the league. The Cowboys may seek a bigger, cheaper and more efficient back in the red zone. Dallas currently ranks 31st in goal-to-go conversion rate and the Cowboys rank 29th in red zone touchdown percentage. Adding a power back such as Foreman, at 6 foot and 235 pounds, could solve those issues.